Hello again, guys, and welcome back to another quick update. We've got Ruby here that is basically, well, we're probably at about 75 to 65% done. So as you can see here, the engine has been all painted up, and we've got the exhaust coming up here on the left side. Everything's kind of been painted up. Everything hasn't really been glued down yet so far. So our intake runners here, it's been slightly modified. So we went and chopped the upper and lower half of the intake runners, and then we added that cooling box in there as well, and some detail in to the mounts. We also added the inlet lines for the water. Engine was all painted up, the block being black, heads being the aluminum color, and then the heads also being black. We've also got the brake reservoir added in there as well. I'll go ahead and take the body off here for you. One thing on the body that I did change is I filled in those spots that we mounted for the parachute. Those are going to be remade. I didn't like the first ones, they were a little big, but I got some brass tubing now that should fit that size perfectly. Here we go. So there's the interior all painted up. So there's the CO2 bottle down in there. I've also got the data logger and the other gauge on the side. There's some wiring detail going on there as well. As you can see, kind of down in here, we've got some wiring detail going into the automatic trans, and then we've also got the parachute release right here as well. We took a modified NASCAR seat and kind of made it to look like one of the Kirkies. So that's been done as well. I might add some belt detail later. And then you can see here the brake for the trans brake here on the left with that on the steering wheel. And then we've also got the nitrous button added in. And then the intercooler box here at the back, this is just tacked down with some white glue right now, so that way we can add the detail to the top, and then the hoses that are going to come off to the side and kind of work their way up and then go into our intake runner here. And then of course the cage all built in. You can see here quite a lot of the dash was modified to allow this to sit in nice and tight to the body, and I'm liking the way it turned out. And then also the custom door cards with the carbon fiber decals on it. We went with the stock subframes for the front and rear, just because it's a little bit more difficult to make that piece out of styrene, so I just went with the stock one. Plus we're doing an older rendition of Ruby before all the heavy modifications started to occur. But other than that, everything's been added in and it looks great so far. We didn't put the plate, or the transmission tunnel plate in there, nor did we put the exhaust, because obviously it doesn't have it on this version. So that's about it. It was quite easy of just bending the styrene tube into shape. Went a little bit overboard with these kind of bends here, but for some reason it was just going all wonky, so I kind of heated it while it was all together. and that's just going to be hidden by the roof anyways on the top, so I'm not too worried about cleaning that up. So anyways guys, that's your update for Ruby. Thanks again for watching, and have a good one.